All right, son.
Yeah.
We we're live, man. All right, Rick and Morty, season 5, episode 8, a live discussion review breakdown. If you guys are subscribed and hit notifications, you'll be notified when we do these discussions live.
No fucking way.
I'm Alexander Emmanuel Sandalis, and this is my man. My man loved to poo poo.
I'm Thade Grey. What's poppin'? I love the poo poo.
Yo, okay, so we have what could be one of the highest quality episodes of this season.
Oh yeah, I'm very happy with this one. I'm very happy.
Tell me your thought, because I think I needed to watch this a couple times. I should have, because I needed to pay attention to keep up. Like it was a bit more complex with I didn't get it sometimes.
No, bro, that's true. I was gonna watch it another time, but I completely forgot. But I did watch it once, so. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm very glad they've, gone back into things which have been from previous seasons, and especially things that people were interested in, which is Rick's past. And how he became friends with Bird Person and why they're good friends, and we don't know exactly the reason why, but we're learning why, and that's and in a really cool way as well.
Absolutely. It gives a lot of backstory in kind of like a complex way where he goes into his mind. Well, yeah, his brain. But this is nothing with the family here. This is all just Rick.
Yeah, it's all Rick. So I kind of like at the start they were just like, we're gonna go on this, you're gonna come, and then we're probably expecting him to. We were expecting something else to happen, but I didn't expect for that's all the family is. No, this is an episode purely and strictly about Rick and Rick's past.
Right. And so, which is nice to have.
It is. It's very refreshing.
Because typically we don't get this much depth of character explanation.
And he poured himself a lot of whiskey. Jeepers.
Well,
it's going to be at least like 8 to 12 standard shots. And he just downed it. Jesus.
Rick is in pain. And he's kept the remnants of his friend's dead body. I didn't understand this conversation.
Well, he's not dead.
Well, what do you mean, not dead here?
Well, he's a cyborg.
Right.
So there's parts of the cyborg which is pumping and keeping his brain active and keeping him alive. But only barely. So this is what he's doing. Like, this is like some futuristic way that he can enter his mind, and it's like the only way possible to bring him back from what he's in right now. He's in a coma right now.
Did you understand kind of this kind of conversation back and forth with the AI? Like, I
didn't understand it. I even rewound it back once, but I got to be honest, I was pretty high when I watched it. So when that conversation happened, I stopped and I was like, wait, what the fuck just happened? Rewind it back, watched it again. And after that, I was just like, I don't want to rewind it a third time, but I probably should have. I didn't get it.
My dude, I was sober and I didn't understand. So, you and me both.
No, you're not lost.
All right. So how is he being like animated here right now?
Well, I'm assuming whatever is plugging through him or parts of the cybernetics that are in there. So he has a way that he can bring him to, but it just seems like it's so unstable. So if he's going to come back to, it'll probably just kill him in the process, which is why he's doing all this really cool stuff. I love it. I feel like a lot of what happens now are very reminiscent of previous series where they're not afraid to be very creative with things. Like, why wouldn't you shove a crystal into someone's head, burn a fairy, and then use her juices to inject things into each other to enter each other's dreamscape? That's very Rick and Morty right alike. And I think we've been missing a lot of that this season.
Thank you for converting that, because I didn't know what was really going on here. Convert user to thought, inject into mind. Like, I didn't keep up.
Yeah.
So
I really like how they did this. Hey, what's up, Bambino? What's popping?
It's popping.
We're just chilling.
Oh, maybe I should screenshot that. All right, so then Rick, he's entering his consciousness, or his memories, rather, right?
Yeah, he's entering his mind, it seems, and his mind is compiled of all these memories. And so he goes down a tube of something, and it just seems like we've entered our first memory here. And it's cool because his memories represent from when he met Bird Person for the first time into the things that they went through together to where they are now. And
Okay.
it goes to show you what he would do to bring his friend back because
Yeah.
he loves him. He loves him so much.
And that's what we learned. Like the first kind of words that he uttered later in this episode were like love and like, whoa, that's a big vulnerability step for a character like this.
Yeah.
So this is a memory of like Bird Person has of a version of Rick.
Yes. This is the Rick. So this Rick that we see here, I feel like is the Rick that you see now. I mean, it's the memory. So this is Bird Person's memory, and as you can see, Bird Person's memory of Rick is so acute and on point. That just goes to show you how close these two people are, because Bird Person truly knows who he is.
But there are some differences between the memory version.
There are some differences, but it's very accurate. Like this Rick here, and as you go to see, like Rick gets along with him, like, and this memory quickly realizes that it's a memory and is okay with it. Like that's so how intelligent it is, because Bird Person perceives Rick to be that intelligent and to understand and be that way. So.
Which very, like almost no one does.
Exactly. So I just feel like that's why Rick has such a huge amount of love for Bird Person, because he gets him, and not many people get him.
Yeah, and when you're like I don't know, but like I imagine a lot of the geniuses of the world, like Kanye West of the world, they're understood by very few people, like really understood.
Yeah. Oh, what's poppin', Joel? Yo, Joel, my homie's in the chat. What's up, my man? What's up, man? Ah, that's my boy.
What, Mali Tank?
Yeah, Mealy Tank.
Millie, sorry. What's up, Joe? All right. So then, Memory Rick almost kills Real Rick.
Mm-hmm. But then Rick gives him the rundown, and straight away, like you can see, because if Rick was in the situation where he was a memory, he'd do the exact same thing. That's how accurate this representation of him is, I feel.
Right. Let me keep going with these screenshots.
But at this point in the episode, I'm on board. I'm like, oh my god, a Rick episode. Oh my god, Bird Person. Oh my god, things about Rick that we don't know. Like my dick was pretty hard, bro. I'll be honest.
It was refreshing. It was nice, and it was kind of cool to see. The portals didn't work in this world. Would make sense.
I love it. Yeah, exactly. It makes sense because I just like how the memory of Rick immediately knows that that's a way to test if it's real or not, and just learns that it isn't. And now you're seeing Bird Person, his coma self, like he's stuck in a loop. He's revisiting his memories. Obviously, I think he's aware that Tammy's dead, and he did love her so much, but he's just reliving and going over everything again and again. Like I think just wanting just something different. He's trapped in his memories. He's going to die with his memories, and Rick's doing everything he can to pull him out of it, to help him move on.
Now, why would Bird Person die in this state? Why did he all of a sudden identify that now's the time to do it, to go in?
Rick?
Yeah.
Oh, I think just like in terms of a story point of view, I think because he's in a coma, I think he realizes that if he must read the levels. I would just assume that he would see that if he didn't pull him out of there soon, he would just be stuck in a coma and forever, or just die. Like,
Okay.
I think some things you just can't explain, and you just accept it because it's Rick and he understands everything.
Right.
Okay. I love how it goes back to here and it's this, and then the fucking AI just talks randomly to this dude.
I love this moment right here.
Let's cut to the chase. I will suck your dick. It's so good because it brings back to the previous discussion where, Rick was like, "You're offering to suck my dick."
Wait. Oh, early in the episode.
Yeah.
Oh.
One that was confusing.
Yes. Good one. Nice. Good recall. And this is, we learned something, like we confirmed something pretty important here that a lot of people may or may not have realized. You live with the version of our dead daughter. Did you realize this?
What do you mean? I don't think I did realize this.
What we're seeing is that essentially Rick's original Beth is dead.
You live with a version of our dead daughter. Wow. So the clone.
It seems that way. Guys, let us know if you're listening or if you want to comment like your 2 cents from that. But
he said it's more complicated than that.
But we're going back now. When those scripts moving in, it's more complicated than that. And then the memory Rick says you live with the version of our dead daughter. It had better be.
But maybe it could be another daughter. Maybe there's another one.
I don't understand how this memory Rick would know. Oh, so confusing to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch this episode because, like I said, I only watched it once and I was pretty blazed. So, but they're on the same page. They both want what's best.
This is interesting. Why am I saving a friend that remembers me as insufferable?
Yeah.
I really like the imagery. They depict kind of the like, what would our memories look like in a visual sense in like a animated cartoon, like the deep symbol, like it's symbolizing what memory and trauma could look like in a cartoon.
Oh yeah, man. Bro, I wish I could show people what I see in my mind. I would love if there was a technology where I could just, have people experience what I see, because a lot of it I can't explain or can't even pinpoint it because it's just so crazy.
I was going to ask you like what, but the point is you can't explain it.
Yeah, exactly. But if there was a way that I could by showing someone, then maybe I could.
So Bird Person is trying to kill himself here? Or well, rage.
Or maybe he is. Yeah, I think a part of him. But maybe he doesn't realize he's dying, or maybe he thinks he has more time, or maybe he's just so sucked into, knowing that the person he loved betrayed him, and he's just, just in a loop with that, and just in a heavy depressive state that he just can't get out of.
And he's trying to almost wake himself up. No, or trying to like if we had another identity, right? Let's say we have another identity when we're having a coma. Like there's another version of ourselves. Is that version of ourselves or himself trying to sabotage himself?
I don't think so.
Trying to end his own life?
Wait, so is this the memory where we see the daughter? Because I don't remember the daughter ever being mentioned.
Wait, you mean Beth?
No, Bird Person and Tammy.
Oh, I think that's later.
But no, but we just saw just before then. There was like Tammy. There was the little bird person thing in a cot. See?
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Good one. All right.
Is that the first time we ever see that, or do we hear that in a previous episode?
That they had a baby?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard for me to remember, guys. If anybody
remembers,
let us know. I can't either. But here's a little like symbolic. It's a symbolism right here, right?
Yeah.
With the nest,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, oh, I don't know what's happening. I think there's another symbolic here, little baby.
Mm.
So he's eroding, like his what do you call it? Coma self is eroding.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, there's another Rick here.
Yeah.
How did this happen?
Well, it's the Rick that was fighting. It's in the memory of where Rick and Bird Person were fighting at the wedding.
Oh yes.
And basically, they butted into the memory and saved him. And then he was like, and they're like, by the way, you lose. So they're just telling the memory that, yeah, this isn't how the memory plays out. He kicks your fucking ass.
And then sometimes in our head, we think things go the way that we like fabricate things.
Exactly. All bad memories. I replay over and over again in my head where it's a different outcome, because that makes me feel better knowing that like it's nice to believe that that's a reality. As much as it isn't. You just have to know that it isn't.
And is Squanch? Is that our Bird Person's friend? Is it Rick's friend?
Yeah, it's their friend. So I think they met this is how they met as well. So this is how they meet Squanchy, who also is like, one of Rick's really good friends. So it's good. We're learning very quickly how they all meet each other and how they're connected.
Then here was a war. Is this what we're saying here? Like they fought together?
This is the Gear War. So you remember how they had Gearhead and they were talking about how, remember when we fought in the Gear War? Like this is the Gear War.
Ah.
So these are the memories of the Gear War.
And obviously trauma.
It seems like that's, yeah. So this seems where
Death.
Bird Person and Rick really became good friends, because they fought alongside each other and watched a lot of people die alongside them.
Oh, he said, why would you not revisit this? Oh, the ending. And then that alludes to what's going to happen here.
Oh, that's such a cool bit where they're just fighting.
Yeah.
Like that. It's so cool.
And Bird Person's he's like very emotionless, right? And Rick is too in a lot of ways, but he's not a cyborg, right? So Rick is showing some attachment some emotion here,
Yeah.
some love.
Yeah, he just, he wants to fucking share his adventures and share his life with Bird Person. Because why the fuck would you want to be alone all the time?
Yeah, and then he admits something because I respect you, showing some vulnerability as a character. And I wanted you to know you could respect me, even though nothing matters. And Bird Person's like, and then Rick's like, oh, he's feeling awkward. Like when you're vulnerable to somebody, right? This is a moment when you open up to somebody after a long period of time, and they don't respond in the way that you think.
Mm. It's like instead of giving them a positive answer to vulnerability, because it's hard to be vulnerable, he kind of shuts it down a little bit. But at the same time, he is asking things which have been mentioned and he does want answers to. So it's just Bird Person's character. It just seems like he has trust issues, or he just,
Or he doesn't have any even capability of actually sharing love and affection the way Rick. Well, actually, because he has Tammy, but it's a different type of love.
I think we still don't know too much about Bird Person's history. Like we're learning a lot about how they met, but we still don't know a lot about him. So I think a lot of his character, maybe he's been through similar things Rick's been through.
And so here's Rick gives up. He's like, he opens up and he gave up on trying to kind of assimilate this really nice friendship.
Yeah. Also, I haven't heard Rick and Morty by Soldier Boy. I wasn't even aware the homie had a track called that.
That's funny.
But low-key Soldier Boy fire.
I didn't know he's still making music.
He is. For the TikToks.
Okay, here. Why are you risking your life for that asshole? Because you love him. You do. But someone does. One of them.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still willing to save his life.
Yeah, exactly. I think Bird Person would do the same for Rick if the positions were switched. Have you teamed up with a memory of yourself? See, Bird Person's really smart as well. Like you pick up on this. Bird Person is very fucking smart.
How did he get created? Can't remember.
Bird Person. Oh no, he's like it's a type of species. There's a whole species of people like him.
Yeah. So this is where he leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where they try and exit the dying brain.
Dying brain, exactly. So like it's like the coma, like the well which is here that Rick has entered, like the last way of possibly saving him. I also love how whenever they visit memories now, they just kill the fucking people in the memory. It's just like there's no reason for it other than fuck it, let's just kill them and just so it'll be fun to animate. It's so fucking good.
I just realized they're killing all past memories, right?
Yeah, and also just like this version of Tammy, like they're both aware that Tammy is evil as fuck and she betrayed them and fucked up everything. But because Bird Person was in love with her and does have this memory of her like this, that's how that memory exists. So
there you go.
it's a pity they couldn't pull that memory of her out and keep that alive, but I guess that'd be somewhat twisted in a sense. And Squatchy's stand up. I wanted to go on longer. I really wanted to go.
You wanted to see where the punch where it went, huh?
Yeah, I wanted to see how terrible it was, but I guess it was that bad that they just had to kill him straight away.
So this is like either this happened or it's a fabricated memories, right?
No, these are real memories. These are all real memories from Bird Person.
Okay.
So there's one where they were in a band together, which if you remember, you see pictures of that when you first meet them in the wedding episode. You see the picture.
Oh, good memory.
We're back.
And you think Memory Rick is gone, but he's really not.
Oh yeah, I want them to bring Memory Rick back. Memory Rick's great. So now you can see. So this is the part where Bird Person is moving on. He accepts what's happened, and he's really sad about it, and he kind of probably would rather be dead. But you know what? Maybe there's something better out there. So because Rick's his best friend, and as much as he fucking has let him down a lot in the past, and he hasn't, he's kind of not told him the entire truth the entire times. Maybe it's worth it.
So someone's taking a risk here. Taking a chance on a friend, right?
Exactly, bro. Bro, if you were ever in a fucking comatic state, I'd fucking get in your brain and get you out, man. You bet
Bro,
your ass I'd get in there.
that's
I'd have your fucking back.
man, like chiroprac. Thank you, man. No, that's
I got
beautiful.
you.
If that was possible, if you had some time crystal to enter my brain, shit.
Bro, you wouldn't want to enter my brain. You'd get fucking lost.
I think it'd be a bit like a what do you call them? Like a theme park. I'd want to enter.
Your brain would be a theme park.
Now yours.
Nah, mine's like a giant underground chasm of never-ending tunnels.
Oh, that's very different to a theme park.
Yeah, I mean there is theme park-esque parts in there, but that's the way I imagine my mind. It's just like a huge underground chasm of just different tunnels leading to different places, and I get to create wherever those tunnels lead.
And that's the beautiful thing about being a human being. You do get to create where the tunnels lead.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone has their own way of envisioning how their mind looks like, but that's how mine.
I've never really thought about it. What an interesting thought.
Well, because every thought that you have, it's a thought. Like, does it just have no boundaries? There's no edges. Like, every thought that I envision is in somewhere. It's created in something else around it. Like,
But where does a thought come from?
What comes from your brain?
But no,
depends how you.
How does a thought just like created? What's like out of nowhere? You just get thoughts. Where does that come from?
Yeah.
How do thoughts birthed?
It's from your brain, is it not?
Yeah, right. But then, okay, we know the structure.
Yeah.
But then,
I'm with you. I fuck with this shit. Let's keep going.
what's the mechanism that you're just sitting there? Just your mind feels blank. You're just out. You're just like staring up at the ceiling. You're like waking up, but you get a thought. Now, certain things in your environment can trigger thoughts, but when you just get a thought out of nowhere, an idea, where do ideas come from?
Well, it either comes from either something you've dreamed of, or maybe an experience that you had the other day, something that happened in your life. Like every thought that happened is of something that you've already seen, witnessed, read. Like all of our thoughts are constructed of things that have already existed or have already been a part of, or like that's how I envision it. So everything that happens randomly, there's nothing random about it. There's always a reason as to why it happens. That's what I believe.
Do you think thoughts can almost be passed down? Like you can inherit certain memories?
I don't know about that, but that's cool to think of.
Or inherit the traumas of our past ancestors in some way and express them in our behavior?
Yes. Like for example, my dad has a lot of history with depression, whereas me and my brother also have a big history with depression. So I feel like things like that can pass on quite a lot.
I think there's something to that.
Yeah.
The depression thing, yeah. The hereditary gene expression, yes.
But nah, I fuck with all that, bro, about the way that your mind thinks. But like I don't know how you see things, but I think it's interesting to imagine how you picture things.
Maybe I picture myself as quite structured and orderly, and maybe I try and picture my mind like that, like a really big like library.
Oh, I like that. Everything could be in a library. Like there's just like cases and cases of just rows of books.
Yeah.
And, like I fuck with that.
I think that's cool. That's a kind of cool thought.
See, when I imagine them in your head, I imagine it as like maybe like a Roman, like an old Roman like pantheon, but like libraries, so like a real old school library, and you're in a fucking toga.
Oh shit, son!
You're fucking ripped in a toga, and you're just like, oh shit, you're in my brain. Come on, do some fucking exercises with me. And I'd be like, fuck yeah, bro, let's get it.
A toga, dude.
Yeah.
Should I get a toga?
Fucking oath, you should get a toga. Sorry, we're going a bit off topic here, but I live for the fucking rants. I live for the rant.
But this whole party costumes, I want a real toga. What's the cultural? A toga's Greek or not? Toga.
I'm pretty sure they
Roman.
are. Yeah, Roman. So Rome's in Greece, right? Or is that Italy?
Nah, dude. No. Greece is a separate country.
It's Italy, right?
Rome is the capital of Italy.
Okay. So it's Italian. I always get the two fucking mixed up. I mean,
right.
Their cultures and histories are similar, right?
They cross. They intermingle. All right. I'm gonna look up a toga later, and maybe buy one. All right. Hit me up with your toga recommendations. Anyway, we're back.
We're back. So we actually are back.
We're back, literally, right?
We're out of our minds.
Okay. So the actual bird person's life.
Yeah, and as you can see, all the cybernetics that were previously there are gone. Maybe they're still inside of him, but it looks like it's the same old BP, just a little more roughed up.
You see a BP?
Yeah, man.
What's up, BP?
I don't want to say bird person over and over again. That's like 3 syllables, bro. It's like
too
two
long,
easy
man.
syllables,
Ain't got that type of time. How does that happen? Evil Tammy snuck back into my brain. That's so crazy.
So I really like this conversation here because it's,
Yeah, this moment here.
Yeah, 'cause it jumps straight to BP once again, realizing Rick didn't tell him something that was important.
But because of something selfish he wanted to feel. He wanted to have his friend. He's the time and attention with his friend.
Mm-hmm.
And fair enough, he didn't argue.
Mm-hmm. And then he's like, I'll see you when I see you. Because as much as Rick would be like, now that you're back, let's fucking hang.
Right.
BP's just like, things are exact. Just because you're my friend and you saved me from dying, like, that doesn't make things okay. Like, we've still got shit to work on. It's like, I'll see you when I see you. Which I think's respectable. It's fair enough. You can't just go back to the way things are.
I like
got
that.
shit to sort through. And then this bit, what the fuck is this guy doing? Get out of here, weirdo. It's just such cool detail. And then they just leave it at that. I love that shit. And now here we have a memory of like, just little Rick. Oh no, that's right. No, he's like, this guy survived and he's in another memory.
Oh, he's in a memory of young Rick.
Yeah.
Now, what is this? Who that modeling? Like, who is he? Who's he talking to? Who's listening? Like, that's a little insight into Rick, but who is saying that? I want to see the kid.
His parents. I think it's his parents, man. So we don't really know who Rick's parents are. So now he's in his subconscious, and now Rick tries to get him out, but as you see, like he says, he's just like, I would rather stay here than become you.
That's kind of like a very confronting kind of thing. It's like,
yeah, it's like, maybe you can just remember us getting a beer. Like, he would rather not exist, or he'd rather exist as a memory than become, real and grow to be the person which he sees now. That's crazy. That just that would make Rick feel like, fuck, I'm a terrible person. I've done some terrible shit.
Yeah, that's a huge conflict within you. Imagine you have that much conflict within your identity as a human being.
Yeah.
But I think it's articulating maybe how some people feel on this planet who have never had a way to articulate it.
Yeah, man.
So here we are. Where are we? Oh, this is the kid.
Yeah, it's the kid. This is Bird Person and Tammy's kid, which I'm guessing we didn't find out until, earlier this episode in the memory. So, yeah, they got a kid, and she's in prison, and she's fucking crazy.
I think this is kind of a funny thought, because this is what we do in real incarceration and jails. You ever think about putting the violent ones in the same place? Might be counterproductive. It's like, I wonder, like, you really think about that. Why do we do that? I mean, yeah, you want to combine like people together, right? It's easy to control them, but is it?
I don't know, man. I don't ever want to work in a prison or be around a prison. And also I think our prison systems are pretty fucking... It's hard to make them good, but the ones in Australia I don't think are that good.
Yeah, and I hear this similar in America. Like, their ability to rehabilitate people doesn't sound to be particularly effective.
No, I don't hear too many stories of Australian prisons having people come back into our society and be a changed person or have education. Like, there should be more education offers. There should be a lot more. I don't know. I don't really know too much about it, so I can't speak too much on it. But from what I do know, I do know our prison.
Oh, here we go.
Updates.
There's a Norway. Apparently, I'm just reading a headline. How Norway turns criminals into good neighbors.
Yes. It's Scandinavia, a lot of Scandinavia. Yeah, dude, they educate a lot of their prisoners, and a lot of people that get back into the world don't go back. It's a good system. It costs the government so much fucking more, but it's so much worth it.
So you said they don't go back. That's termed recidivism, right? And recidivism has fallen to 20% after 2 years. In the UK, it's almost 50% after 1 year.
Yeah, man.
In the US, it's around 60 to 70%.
like 60, 70 compared to 20, like that's a huge number, man. Like it just goes to show that it works. Like a lot of people that go to prison, man, like I feel, they've never really grown, or they don't know themselves truly yet, or they're just, they don't believe they can change. Like everyone can change, man. I don't know. A lot of my beliefs, I truly believe that no matter what fucked up thing you do, there's always redemption for anybody.
Anything?
Yeah, man, anything. And a lot of people disagree with me on that, but I don't know, man. I imagine if people can get to a dark point of their mind to do something really fucked up and dark, then what led them to do that? And I think it's good, and it's nice to believe that those people can be saved.
But then,
because no one else will believe it, man.
So you want to kind of give some hope to these people?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's fucked up to think about because some of the shit people do, but at the same time, like, don't you have to believe some people are worth saving, or some people can change?
Well, some people are ultimately cynical around the human experience. I am not. But I also recognize that the line between good and evil run between every human heart. Everybody's capable for good and evil, but everyone's capable for growth. I think I believe that.
Hey, what up, V?
I remember you too, V.
We remember us. we're just chilling today. We're just talking Rick and Morty. We're just having fun with it, man.
Yeah, you know how it is.
We're ranting.
So, yeah, there it is. That's
yeah, that's the episode. So I thoroughly enjoyed this. I probably top 3 episodes for me this season. I loved how we got more into Rick and BP's characters, a lot of Rick's history, a lot of vulnerability, and I hope we see more of it, and a lot sooner than we'd expect.
Yeah. We only got 2 episodes left. I quite enjoyed that episode. I think I need to rewatch it to appreciate and understand it better. But I think it got some good fanship and viewership positivity, which is probably appreciated after so much time of average episodes.
100.
All right. Out of 49 Rick and Morty episodes, only 8 episodes have had large impact on the canon of the show. This means that only 16% of Rick and Morty episodes have had any bearing on the overarching story. The other 84% of the time, the episodes are filler and character building.
Which I'm okay with, because that's just Rick and Morty. Because there's always been like 1 episode a season which is more like based on the story of them. Hey, what's up, Renold? What's popping? You just catching us at the end of our discussion.
Apparently, is the season finale 1 hour?
I hope so.
I'm hearing that.
Give me a motherfucking hour of this shit. I'm down.
That's crazy. I'd love that.
Would love that too.
Well, bless you. All right, guys. If you guys got any questions or comments, or let us know now before we get up out of here.
Oh yeah, true. Anything you want to ask, let us know, because we got some time. I got to fill out this fucking census before midnight.
Oh wait, when does it expire?
Well, the one here, I know we got to fill it out before midnight tonight, or else you don't exist.
All right, we'll check that out. All right, no, much love, man. You guys can watch it back. You can watch back the live stream. It'll be posted right now.
Yeah, oh yeah, much love, y'all.
All right,
y'all chads. We're motherfucking chads. Can I keep interrupting you? Sorry.
No, dude, it's ain't nothing but a chicken wing out here.
Ain't no thing about a chicken wing.
Yeah, guys, you can follow us, Jungle Beat, subscribe, hit notifications, tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your chicken, tell your cat.
Why are you looking at me like I'm a cat or some shit?
Hold on, you think I'm looking at you? I'm looking at everybody.
Okay, sorry. It's just I just assume that when you look at a camera that you're looking at me.
I'm looking at everybody. I look at the homies. I'm looking at everybody. I don't know what that is, Universe 2, but
the activist Universe 2.
I
do it for my cat. I do it for my city. I do it for my fish.
I'm Alexander Emmanuel Sandalis. All links below, guys. I don't know who this guy is, but we've been doing this a while, so we just keep doing them.
Yeah, we just keep doing them, we enjoy this shit. It's a good way for us to catch up and talk about something we both enjoy.
All right. Namaste. You good?
Yeah, and also Donda, when it drops, better fucking we'll be there to fucking get on that shit ASAP.
Can't wait.
I can't wait.
See y'all later.
Peace.